What's up, YouTube? It's me, Rahul. I'm back today with another video. I know it's been a little bit of a couple days, I guess, since I've made a video. I've been out of town attending Jimmy Pendarvis's service and some other things, so I was just a little bit preoccupied. But I did not want to miss out on talking about my opinions on the V Union cards now that I'm home as of today. I'm going to record this and have it uploaded for Wednesday morning, I think. I don't really know what my time frame is. Or maybe I'll just throw it right up. I don't know. We'll just go by ear. We'll see how it goes. But V Union is our new Pokemon mechanic. The Exodia jokes have rained in. I've seen them on Twitter here and there. I've seen them on like Facebook groups. If I had a nickel for every time someone made an Exodia joke, I'd probably have enough to buy some ice cream. But yeah, we knew the V Union trademark was coming since last December when they announced like those like starter decks or whatever, like the theme decks that they have in Japan. These things, don't really know what to call them besides starter decks. But each deck will come with one V Union and a Professor Burnett promo card. But let's look at what the cards are. We have the Greninja V Union here with 3 abilities and 4 attacks. Very interesting. The Zacian V Union card, a bunch of attacks, just apparently this man's raw dogging it. And then Mewtwo. And I do like the art on the Mewtwo. It's actually pretty sick when you get all 4 together. So those like 4 slot binders will be pretty cool to have these cards for. Yes. So let's go through the rules of what a V Union card is and how you can get these into play. Because yes, it's like the old Legend cards, but it's a little bit different than what Legend cards were, and how to get them into play. 4 cards form V Union Pokemon. Each V Union Pokemon has multiple abilities and or attacks. For example, Greninja has 3 abilities and 4 attacks. You can use all of its abilities during your turn, but obviously only 1 attack per turn. Makes sense? Checks out. We're on the same page. A V Union Pokemon can only play on a bench when all 4 cards are in your discard pile. You can only play a V Union Pokemon with the same name once per game. You can play multiple V Union Pokemon throughout the game, however. So the mechanic is not going to be to have these pieces in your hand, because having all 4 in your hand at once would be nigh impossible to get going. But you can get all 4 pieces into the discard and kind of like propagate them into play one time. So I can get 1 Mewtwo V Union, 1 Zacian V Union, 1 Greninja V Union per game kind of deal. Yeah, and so that's the kind of the mechanic to get it. So 1, you have to get these cards into your hand, and 2, you got to get these cards into the discard. I saw a couple cards, and I'll talk about a couple other cards that I think are good to help with that kind of situation. Obviously, these all have the same name. Like this is not like Mewtwo V Union A, B, C, D. It's literally just Mewtwo V Union, Mewtwo V Union, Mewtwo V Union, Mewtwo V Union. These are all the same card. So this is all the pieces you can play in your deck. A V Union Pokemon gives up 3 prize cards. They are neither basic nor evolution. This is a huge tagline because that makes it difficult to get certain things out. Obviously, like with some search cards that we're used to, like Quick Ball, Evolution Incense, like those do not work for here. Yeah, so let's go through this one more thing, and then yeah. Yeah, they're the same name, that's what I said earlier. It's pretty risky to run V Union, but you might prize one of the cards to tread carefully. So all that makes sense. You could prize one. You have Peonia to get it out of your prize cards if you need to. And with Peonia, you can also just like play it that way, which is really cool. So you can, like, if you have 1 piece prize, you can fetch it out. Another really good card for this kind of situation is Familiar Bell. Familiar Bell lets you go get it from your deck, put it into your hand, and then you can play cards like Galarian Articuno. Research we already have that exists for us. No more Dedenne. You can Quick Ball it away, honestly, too. And so at some point, if you get your 4 pieces into the discard, you can bring it into play. It doesn't have more HP than VMAX's, or they're close to VMAX's, I guess. So you bring this like non-basic, non-Evo, Exodia style, like 4-piece, like small pizza out onto the board. Like your personal pan pizza comes into play. And then at that point, you have like these cards that are ideally your late game finishers. Because, well, I mean, I've already looked at these a little bit because I've been out of town all weekend. So I'll give you, it's not like my initial first impression, but like what I think of them from my impression. So we have Greninja V Union with the abilities. Colors attached to the 2 water to your discard to this Pokemon. Very mediocre for what it is. Lightning weakness is not the best, but not the worst, because Lightning should phase out a little bit more into this next upcoming set, or post-rotation specifically. Because these will be coming post-rotation almost certainly. Yeah. Probing Foot. Once you're turning, you may look at your opponent's hand. Cool ability, kind of cute. Definitely gonna be played in some sort of weird control archetype, where you can like have a free like look at your opponent's hand every turn, so you don't have to like use any. You just know what they have, kind of thing. Yeah. 1 water, 130 aqua edge, no other effects. Very vanilla, very meh. Antidote jutsu. This Pokemon can't be poisoned. I don't really know what does poison effects right now, but that's cool, I guess. Water, colorless, Twisted Shuriken. This attack does 100 damage to each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. I really like that because you could tandem, like pair this into something like a Galarian Rapidash style, like Galarian Rapidash Water Box kind of deck, where you're playing like Galarian Rapidash, maybe like Ice Rider, Calyrex, like something like that, where you put things at 100 HP and then blow them up with either Ice Rider, when you use like Ride of the High King, when they have a full bench or even like a half bench, or other water type attackers like Suicune, or some other one prizers that come in, and then late game you just come in and go with like a Twister Shuriken and just blow up the entire board. So that's a situation where I think this could be okay. I think Greninja's cute. It could be playable. I don't know why you'd go through all the effort to play it, but yeah. Ability Shinobi Body. Whenever your opponent plays an item card from their hand, prevent all cards of all effects of that card under this Pokemon. That's Crushing Hammer, Yellowhorn, Escape Rope, like all that stuff, I guess. So like, it's very nice to have a card that just has a wall, so you can just get it into play and start powering it up, and imminent doom could happen. But then again, the highest amount of damage you're doing here is with Water Colors, 180, and they can't retreat. But there's so many switching cards in this format, so this isn't like a big one-shot threat that's coming into play. That's also the difference between like these V-Union Pokemon and like what we're traditionally used to with tag teams, or if a tag team gets powered up and comes into play, they're taking a one-shot. They're literally closing out the game for you. But in this instance, these are not doing that besides the Twister Shuriken attack. Zacian V-Union, the art is kind of sick. I like the whole blade thing. Like, I can't wait to pull Zacian's blade, specifically, or Zacian holding a fish. Can't wait for that one. Oh, and this one, Greninja Leg is my favorite. Just Greninja Leg. Yeah, okay. Union gain 2 metal from each part of that Pokemon. Not amazing. Obviously, whatever. Metal colorless, 150. Attacks from the defending Pokemon do 150 less. Kind of cool because you can bring up their threats and attack them with Wise King Stance and just set up something. Steel Slash, 200 damage, metal colorless. It do be like that sometimes. I mean, the regular Zacian V just does more damage for all 3 of these first attacks. But the 4th attack, metal colorless, is 340, discard 3 energy from this Pokemon. So you can play some sort of Turbo Zacian or like Metal Box deck and play one of line of this, because if you're playing like a Metal Box deck, you have access to Metal Saucer, obviously. So powering this up and getting 4 energies into play in one turn is not unreasonable. Also, Fire Weakness is not tremendously good for you. Yeah, it's actually pretty bad for you, realistically speaking, considering cards like Victini VMAX and stuff like that. But if you play like a Bronzong style like Metal Box, or like maybe like a Turbo Zacian, and like the whole gameplay has to go like one Zacian into like Zacian V-Union, into like, I don't know, like you just turbo through your deck. I don't really know where this card would come into play, but it'd be cool in like a Zacian style, just like aggressive deck, because 230 is a good number, and then 340 is a really, really good number because you one-shot pretty much everything in the game for Master Blade, so it's cool. And then we have Mewtwo, the daddy of almost all Pokemon. This card always seems to see some sort of play, some sort of success. Whenever they release a Mewtwo card, they keep giving us Mewtwo's in the format. This one looks cool because it's over like a skyscraper, like esque town, city. Yeah, he's like a Flash villain, honestly. Union gain up to 2 psychic energy from discard this Pokemon. It seems like everyone will have a Union gain attack as one of their attacks. It's kind of a wash, not great. Psychic colorless, 200 from this Pokemon. That sucks. There's literally no damage involved there. Psychic colorless, 16 damage counters in any way you like. I think that attack is cool. Psy-Splosion's pretty cute. Again, Galarian Rapidash gets more value in stock over the course of all of this. VMAX is not one-shotting, is also another, like, not benefit, but like side effect to Psy-Splosion and stuff like that, being able to pepper around damage the way you want it to and come in late game and end it. Photon Bear, all effects of your opponent's attacks except damage, so no effects. That's cool. Not amazing. And then Psychic colorless, final bird 300. So this could be a late game finisher in a deck like Shadow Rider Calyrex, where you're just chilling, and then all of a sudden you have all of your 4 pieces. The game is at like a weird standstill where you need to get a one shot, or you need to like do a lot of damage, and then you can just get this guy out of your discard, and he becomes a target for calories to move or accelerate the energies onto, then naturally it just becomes draw, and then you go from there. Dark type weakness, not great because I think Eternities is still going to be good. I think Galarian Moltres is really good, so this guy being able to get one-shot by Galarian Moltres, not so hot. So I think this one's like one of the lesser playable ones. I think if anything, this guy is more playable than the rest. It's like 1, 2, and then Mewtwo's third, probably. Professor Burnett, search your deck for up to 2 cards and discard them and shuffle your deck. So basically this is like compressor on a supporter. That's all I have for that. That's everything with the Union Arena right now. I don't know how many we're getting. I don't know if this will be like a long-term mechanic because I feel like with the release of Diamond and Pearl and those sets, the V-Union mechanic will probably peter out. And we'll get whatever our new mechanic is with Diamond and Pearl. So yeah, that's what that is, and I think this is cool. Boards are going to be really messy. It's going to be really weird pulling these cards in individuality. Are they playable? Yes, but they're going to take a lot of trouble and effort to get out. And so you have to be really, really worth it if you're going to eat up 4 slots to get something like this out. Like I said, it's cool, but 4 slots is a lot of slots on a gimmick. And so that's that. And if you guys enjoyed the video, obviously like, subscribe. Let me know. Chilling Rain does drop Friday. I will be out of town for something else family related. It is not unfortunate this time. It is a more positive family matter. So I'll be out of town for the weekend, and I'll be back on Monday, starting next Monday. So I'll try to do a live stream for you guys with the codes and stuff. I know I was going to do the pre-release with everybody. That's going to be pushed back to not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after. I'll also be doing the IRL pre-release. I'm not jonesing to open any cards immediately. Those are for the friends. Like, I want to see my friends. Like, let's yeah. So with everything being said, thank you guys for watching as always, and we will be doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday content again because I didn't realize how taxing it was on my mental health with everything going on. So we're gonna go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploads and a potential weekend upload for something that's funny or like pertinent to news like this happening. Okay, so peace, guys.